Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this afternoon's business meeting. We'd like, before we get started, everybody please bow your head for a moment of silent meditation. Amen. Thank you. Mr. Minges.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, Commissioners. Keeping with our normal schedule, our next business meeting is on Wednesday, March 6th at 2 p.m.
Very good. Thank you.
We have two items on a supplemental agenda. Item number 1, docket number 2019-80E. It's a request of the Office of Regulatory Staff to provide a report.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we request the Office of Regulatory Staff to provide a report concerning their analysis of whether or not the utility has disconnected the complainant's service in violation of the Commission's rules and regulations. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2, docket number 2018-365-WS. It's a request for a name change.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Ms. Boyd.
Regarding second supplemental utilities agenda item number 1, Commission staff employee Robert Bachman is prepared to provide you, the Commissioners, with some facts from the docket related to this matter.
Is this number, you mean number 2?
Well, second supplemental utilities agenda on my agenda.
My fault.
Yes, sir.
I got a different page.
All right.
Okay.
It's number 1 on the second supplemental utilities agenda. All
Got
right?
it.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, thank you. In November of 2018, Carolina Water Services, a Delaware-based company that operates in South Carolina, made a request to the Commission to change its operating name to Blue Granite Water Company. Per the request from Robinson Gray, filed on November 21, 2018, this change will be a name only, and there is no associated transfer of assets or changes in ownership or corporate structure of the company. Further, the name change will have no impact on the company's service or rates. Consumers were notified through bill inserts over 2 billing cycles of the intended name change. On December 5, 2018, the Commission issued Directive Order Number 2018-791, requesting specific information to be provided to the Commission and specific language to be included in the intended notice of the name change sent out to consumers. Carolina Water Service complied with the Commission's directive.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
I move we approve the request of Carolina Water Services Incorporated to change its name to Blue Granite Water Company. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Turning to our utilities agenda, item number 1, docket numbers 2006-305C and docket number 2018-272C. We have a request of Crown Castle NG East LLC to cancel its certificate, withdraw any tariffs on file, and to cancel and return any bonds that may be filed.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that we grant the request of Crown Castle Fiber LLC to cancel its certificate. That this motion be and the date of or the effective date of the cancellation be nunc pro tunc to January 1, 2019, and that any tariffs on file with the Commission be withdrawn. And I would note that there is no bond or letter of credit on file with the Commission. Thank you.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 2, docket number 2019-63C. We have an appointment of a hearing examiner.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we appoint as hearing examiner in docket number 219-63C, David Shark, Esquire. So move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion to appoint David Stark, Esquire. Are there any questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. And motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 3, docket number 2018-349C, the application of FiberLight LLC.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Ms. Boyd.
regarding utilities, agenda item number 3, Commission staff employee Afton Ellison is prepared to provide the Commissioners with some facts from this docket related to this matter.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, FiberLight is a Delaware limited liability company that is currently authorized to provide intrastate telecommunications services in 9 states, including Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. In South Carolina, FiberLight plans to offer non-residential facilities-based and resold local exchange access, and inter-exchange telecommunications services. The South Carolina Telephone Coalition intervened in this case. In January, the Telephone Coalition filed a stipulation that it entered into with FiberLight. As a consequence of the agreed-upon stipulation terms, the Telephone Coalition does not oppose FiberLight's application. A hearing was held before a hearing examiner on February 4th, 2019, and ORS has filed a letter with the PSC stating no objection to the company's application.
Thank you. We'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
I move that we grant the application of FiberLight LLC to provide resold and facilities-based local exchange and inter-exchange, including exchange access, telecommunications services in the state of South Carolina, and for alternative and flexible regulation. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 4, docket number 2019-20C, we have a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we grant the petition to intervene filed on behalf of the South Carolina Telephone Coalition. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, item number 5, docket number 2018-372C, we have a motion for expedited review.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
based on the verified testimony of the Horry Telephone Co-op's Chief Executive, Brent Groom, I move that we grant the motion for an expedited review and approve the application for an expansion of its certificate of public convenience and necessity to provide local exchange and exchange access service to customers located in certain areas of the state of South Carolina. The applicant proposes to expand its service to those areas of the state that are served by AT&T in Marion County and Dillon County, and in portions of Georgetown County that are served by Frontier Communications of the Carolinas Incorporated. The applicant will offer the service at rates comparable to those of the incumbent LEC serving these areas. The Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed the application and does not oppose granting the request to amend the company's certificate. I so move that we grant the request.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 6, docket number 2006-401G, is Piedmont Natural Gas Company's GCRM 149.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Ms.
Regarding utilities, item number 6, Commission staff employee John Powers is prepared to provide the Commissioners with some facts regarding this matter.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, wholesale future contract prices for natural gas deliveries as reflected on the New York Mercantile Exchange are currently at levels below the $3 per decatherm commodity cost of gas reflected in Piedmont's rates. In its filing, Piedmont states that the existing benchmark cost of gas, the futures wholesale price, as well as the current balance on their deferred gas cost account, puts them at risk of over-collecting its wholesale gas cost if the benchmark cost of gas is not decreased to $2.75 per decatherm. A letter from the Office of Regulatory Staff approves the filing of GCRM 149, and the company proposes rates go into effect the first billing cycle of March 2019.
Thank you. And we'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Williams.
considering the information presented by Commission staff, I move that we approve Piedmont Natural Gas Company's GCRM 149 effective with the first billing cycle in March 2019. Piedmont has requested a benchmark cost and gas decrease from the current $3 per decatherm to $2.75 per decatherm. This change results in a decrease of 0.02544 per decatherm for sales rates scheduled 201 through 204, 242, and 252, and a decrease of 0.00044 per therm for transportation rate schedules 213 and 214. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 7, docket numbers 2001-380S and docket number 2017-28S. We have an increase in pass-through rates.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Ms. Boyd.
Commission Staff Employee Amanda Golbiowski is prepared to provide the Commissioners with some facts regarding Utilities Agenda Item Number 7.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, the town of Winsboro specifies the new wastewater treatment rate is $25.19 plus $7.95 per 1,000 gallons, equaling $33.14 per home. Synergy Utilities LP increased its previous rate of $25.85 in January bills to match the new rate. This rate is set by the town and passed through to the customers with no markup or margin. The Office of Regulatory Staff verified these amounts yesterday.
Thank you. We'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
the applicant reports that the town of Winsboro has increased its wholesale wastewater treatment rates from $25.85 per unit to $33.14. Synergy Energy has informed the Commission that it will pass this additional amount to the Royal Hill customers. The increase began in January and has been included in the billing to those customers. This amount is being passed through with no markup or margin, and notice was placed in the January billing to the customers. I move we grant the request. So moved.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
please note that I am not voting on this item.
Okay. Commissioner Belzer will not be voting on this item. Okay, you've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 8, docket number 2018-400W, an application for approval of a wholesale water supply agreement.
Mr. Chairman,
Ms. Boyd.
it's okay with you. I want to provide the Commission with some facts regarding Utilities Agenda Item Number 8. Carolina Water Service, or CWS, has filed an application with the Commission seeking the Commissioner's approval of a purchase agreement for bulk water between CWS and the City of Columbia, for the purpose of CWS providing water service to water customers in the Stonegate subdivision in Richland County. Although CWS currently provides water service to customers in the Stonegate subdivision using 3 water wells and water treatment facilities it owns and operates through authority provided by the Department of Health and Environmental Control, or DHEC, under DHEC Consent Order Number 18-005-DW, CWS is required to disconnect its water production and treatment facilities, abandon the 3 wells, and connect its remaining facilities serving the Stonegate subdivision to the city's public water system. The application states that if you, the Commissioners, approve the purchase agreement for bulk water, which is attached to the application as an exhibit, your approval of the agreement will have no effect upon the current customer service rates. The costs and expenses related to that purchase water agreement for bulk water will only be recognized in rates if approved in the company's next rate relief proceeding after notice and an opportunity for those customers to be heard. Mr. Chairman, CWS has also filed with the Commission Columbia City Council meeting minutes from January 8th, 2019. And if you review that document, item number 30 on page 17 of those minutes states that Columbia City Council voted unanimously to approve resolution number R-2018-115, which authorizes the city manager to execute a purchase agreement for bulk water to Stonegate subdivision between the City of Columbia and Carolina Water Service. And I also noticed, I'm sure you're aware, ORS has filed a letter of no objection regarding this application.
Thank you. Okay, we'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Mr. Chairman, after considering the information presented by Commission staff, the Executive Director, Ms. Boyd, and also considering that the Office of Regulatory Staff wrote a letter recommending that the Commission approve this matter, I move that we grant the wholesale water supply agreement between Carolina Water Service and the City of Columbia to supply water to the Carolina Water Services Stonegate subdivision. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 9, docket number 2018-361S. We have a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the petition to intervene filed on behalf of Christina Seitler in her personal capacity. However, as a pro se intervener by state law, Ms. Seitler can only appear on behalf of herself and cannot represent others. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman, would the record reflect that I will not be voting on this matter?
Commissioner Belzer will not be voting on this matter. Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 10, docket number 2008-140A. Piedmont Natural Gas Company is seeking an extension of time to file its 2018 annual report.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that the Commission grant Piedmont Natural Gas Company's request for an extension of time until April 30th, 2019, by which to file its 2018 annual reports.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Items number 11 and 12 are motions for mission pro hoc vici that can be taken together. Item number 11, docket numbers 2018-318E and 2018-319E, is a motion for mission pro hoc vici of Thaddeus Barnabas Cully, Esquire, filed on behalf of Vote Solar. Item number 12, in the same dockets, number 2018-318E and 2018-319E, we have a motion for mission pro hoc vici of Camel O. Robinson, Esquire, and Brandon F. Marzo, Esquire, filed on behalf of Duke Energy Progress and Duke Energy Carolinas.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we grant the motion for pro hoc vici in dockets number 11 and 12. So moved, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. Questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
may the record reflect that I'm not voting on these two items.
Okay, Commissioner Belzer will not be voting on these items. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 13, docket number 2019-2E. We have motions for mission pro hoc vici of Lauren Joy Bowen, Esquire, and Gudrun Thompson, Esquire, filed on behalf of the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League and the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
based on the verified application, I move we grant the motion for admission pro hoc vici of Lauren Joy Bowen, Esquire, and Gudrun Thompson, Esquire, filed on behalf of the South Carolina Coastal Conservation League and the Southern Alliance for Clean Energy. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 14, docket number 2018-318E. We have a motion from Duke Energy Progress to file the direct testimony of Julie K. Turner, adopting the direct testimony of Joseph A. Miller, Jr.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Howard.
Thank you. Mr. Miller has previously submitted pre-filed testimony in this case. However, he has transitioned to a different role within the company, and Duke respectfully requests that Ms. Turner be allowed to adopt the testimony of Mr. Miller. Ms. Turner is Vice President of Carolina's Natural Gas Generation. And I move we grant Duke Progress's motion for leave to file direct testimony of Julie K. Turner, adopting the direct testimony of Joseph A. Miller, Jr. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
may the record reflect that I will not be voting on this item.
Thank you. Commissioner Belzer will not be voting on this item. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 15, docket number 2018-319E, Duke Energy Carolinas has filed a motion for Steve Emmel to adopt the testimony of Joseph A. Miller, Jr.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Williams.
as mentioned, Mr. Miller has transitioned to a different role with the company. In this docket, Duke Carolinas requests that Steve Emmel adopt Mr. Miller's direct testimony. Mr. Emmel is Vice President of Fossil Hydro Operations for both DEP and DEC. I move that we grant the request, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Questions or comments? Not all in favor. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 16, docket numbers 2017-207E, 2017-305E, and 2017-370E. We have a motion to withdraw as counsel filed on behalf of the Office of Regulatory Staff.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the request to withdraw as counsel Matthew T. Richardson, Esquire, Eric Amstutz, Esquire, Wallace K. Lightsey, Esquire, and James E. Cox, Jr., Esquire, filed on behalf of the Office of Regulatory Staff. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, may the record reflect that I'm not voting on this item.
Commissioner Belzer will not be voting on this item. Okay, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 17, docket numbers 2018-321E and 2018-322E. The Office of Regulatory Staff is requesting an extension of time until April 1st, 2019 to file its final report.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, as approved by order number 2018-832, a stakeholder working group was convened at the request of ORS on January 28, 2019. Mr. Chairman, ORS states that in order to give appropriate consideration to the topics discussed and recommendations made in that meeting, it needs an extension of time to file a report. Therefore, I move that we grant the Office of Regulatory Staff's request for extension of time until April 1, 2019 to file the report. So move.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? Not all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 18, docket number 2019-44E, South Carolina Electric and Gas Company's application for authority to participate in a $6 billion revolving credit facility.
Mr. Chairman,
Ms. Boyd.
Commission Staff Employee John Powers is prepared to provide the Commissioners with some facts regarding Utilities Agenda Item Number 18.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, SCNG has requested to execute the Fourth Amended and Restated Revolving Credit Agreement and to participate in a $6 billion revolving credit facility together with its parent Dominion Energy Incorporated. Excuse me. And its affiliates, Virginia Electric and Power Company, Dominion Energy Gas Holdings, LLC, and Quastar Gas Company. The proposed core credit facility has a maturity date of March 20th, 2023, and a maximum aggregate amount of $6 billion. The credit facility will have an initial maximum amount available to SCNG of $500 million, with a reallocation sublimit not to exceed $1 billion. The proceeds of borrowing from the company under the credit facility are requested to be used for general corporate purposes. The Office of Regulatory Staff recommends approval of this filing.
Thank you. We'll entertain a motion now.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Whitfield.
Mr. Chairman, we thank Mr. Powers for his comments now, and as a result of working with staff earlier this week and what's been presented in this item, I have a motion, Mr. Chairman, and that motion's a little bit lengthy, but bear with me. Mr. Chairman, the company requests that the Commission approval to participate in the proposed core credit facility and execute its fourth A&R revolving credit agreement, which will add SCE&G as a borrower and replace the existing core credit facility. Under the new core credit facility, revolving credit loans may be made to the borrowers at any time and from time to time up to the full aggregate amount of the commitment of the lenders less any letters of credit that have been issued. The SCE&G sublimit shall not at any time exceed $1 billion. Mr. Chairman, as Mr. Powers mentioned, the proposed core credit facility has a maturity date of March 20th, 2023, and a maximum aggregate amount of $6 billion. The proceeds of any borrowing by the company under the proposed core credit facility will be used for general corporate purposes, including commercial paper liquidity backup. In addition, a portion of the proposed core credit facility will be available for the issuance of letters of credit. Borrowings, if any, by the company under the proposed core credit facility will be accounted for on the books of the company either as short-term debt or long-term debt, dependent upon the facts and circumstances of the borrowing. The proposed core credit facility will mature on March 20, 2023. However, the borrowers will continue to have the option to extend the maturity for 2 one-year periods. Any loans or drawn amounts outstanding under the proposed core credit facility must be repaid in full at the end of the term. Mr. Chairman, SCE&G's existing commercial paper program will continue to be fully supported by the existing revolving credit facility, which matures December 17, 2020. However, SCE&G states it will have missed an opportunity to increase its liquidity and extend the maturity of its current revolving credit facility several years. Without the increase of liquidity, the company maintains it would be subject to a potential decrease in credit ratings. According to SCE&G, if the credit ratings are reduced, the company's ability to offer and sell securities rapidly to take advantage of favorable transient market conditions could be adversely affected, which could potentially increase the cost of debt. Mr. Chairman, the Office of Regulatory Staff has reviewed this matter and recommends approval of SCE&G's request. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Whitfield's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
may I note for the record that I will not be voting on items 19, 20, and 21. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Commissioner Belzer will not be voting on 19, 20, or 21.
Items number 19 and 20 are petitions to intervene that can be taken together. Item number 19, docket number 2018-318E and 2018-319E, petitions to intervene filed on behalf of the Sierra Club. Item number 20, docket number 2018-318E and 2018-319E, are petitions to intervene filed on behalf of the South Carolina NAACP, South Carolina Coastal Conservation League, and Upstate Forever.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
I move that we grant these petitions to intervene filed on behalf of the parties in items number 19 and 20. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 21, docket number 2018-318E. We have a petition to intervene.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Irvin.
I move that we grant the petition to intervene filed on behalf of the South Carolina Energy Users Committee. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Irvin's motion. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Turning to our transportation agenda, items number 1 through 12 are new applications that can be taken together. Item number 1, docket number 2019-58T, Darrell W. Clark, DBA MAP2 Transport. Item number 2, docket number 2019-65T, Reed Charters, LLC. Item number 3, docket number 2019-66T, Apple Transportation, LLC. Item number 4, docket number 2019-69T, Holman Tri-County Transportation, LLC. Item number 5, docket number 2019-70T, T&T Transportation Service, LLC. Item number 6, docket number 2019-71T, Comfort Zone Non-Emergent Medical Transportation, LLC. Item number 7, docket number 2019-73T, MVP Asset Group, LLC, DBA MVP Transit. Item number 8, docket number 2019-75T, Stephen Coombs, DBA Coombs Non-Emergency Medical Transport. Item number 9, docket number 2019-76T, Toppy Logistics, LLC, DBA Charleston Entourage. Item number 10, docket number 2019-77T, Lauren Creech, Quentin Williams, Ryan Williams, and Alana Williams, DBA Ready Ride Transportation. Item number 11, docket number 2019-78T, My Transport Care, LLC. And item number 12, docket number 2019-79T, Segs by the Sea, Incorporated, DBA Coastal Carolina Tours.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the applications identified by Mr. Menges in items 1 through 12. So moved, sir.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Hamilton's motion. The questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 13, docket number 2011-171T, we have a request to cancel.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belzer.
I move that we grant the request of St. Simon's Transit Company, DBA Coastal Georgia Charters and Tours, to cancel Class C Charter Bus Certificate number 0300.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belzer's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 14, docket number 2008-446T, we have a request to amend.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Howard.
thank you. I move we grant the request of Conway Adult Daycare, Inc. to amend its Class C, that's a non-emergency certificate, number 8061, to read Conway Adult Daycare, Inc., DBA CADC. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Howard's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 15, docket number 2007-427T, we have a request to amend.
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Williams.
Mr. Chairman, I move we grant the request of Trolleys Incorporated to amend Class C Charter Bus Certificate number 0251 to read Trolleys Incorporated doing business as Sunway Charters. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Williams' motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
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 All opposed, no. The motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 16, docket number 2019-19T, is another request to amend.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Urban.
move that we grant the request of Jesse Smith McClary III, doing business as Coastal Transfer and Storage, to amend Class E Household Goods Certificate Number 6063 to read Coastal Transfer and Storage Incorporated. So moved.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Urban's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 17, docket number 2018-150T. It's a request for an extension of time.
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Belser.
I move that the Commission grant the request of TP Platinum Transport LLC for an extension of time until May 15, 2019. Also, I'd like to include in the motion that if the applicant desires to operate pursuant to a Class C non-emergency certificate but does not come into compliance with the Commission rules and regulations by May 15th, that the applicant must file a new application. And that part is added because I note that the original order in this matter was issued on May 15, 2018. This is the last extension pursuant to that original order. Thank you.
Thank you. You've heard Commissioner Belser's motion. Are there questions or comments? If not, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. And the motion carries. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that concludes our agenda for the day.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to the staff for participating. That was a great addition to the meeting, and appreciate the work that's going into that. Also, we have a transportation hearing following this meeting, so we will commence with that after a few minutes of transition time. So with that, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Rob Bachman, and I'm the Public Information Director for the Public Service Commission. The intent of this afternoon's post-business meeting session is to provide a summary of this afternoon's meeting and some brief insight into the decisions made by the Commission and delivered today. The meeting commenced with a discussion of items on the utilities agenda, so we'll begin there. The Commission discussed 21 items on the utilities agenda related to energy, water, and telecommunications utilities within South Carolina. Among the issues discussed were the Office of Regulatory Staff's report on concerning whether or not the utility has disconnected a complainant's service in violation of the Commission's rules and regulations, which carried. A motion to approve that Carolina Water Services' proposed name change to Blue Granite Water Company is accepted and carries. That Crown Castle wishes to cancel its certificate and withdraw any tariffs, which carries. That the application of FiberLight to provide a facility-based telecommunications service in South Carolina carries. A petition to intervene on behalf of the South Carolina Telephone Coalition, which carries. A motion was made to expedite a proposed expansion of Ori Telephone Cooperative's Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity to provide local exchange and exchange access service to customers located in certain areas of the state of South Carolina, which carries. The Commission discussed 3 applications and motions for admission for pro hoc vice status for 5 attorneys related to the upcoming Duke Energy Carolinas and Duke Energy Progress case. Pro hoc vice, literally meaning for this event in Latin, refers to a situation in which an attorney is added to a case in a jurisdiction in which they are not licensed to practice in such a way that the attorney does not commit unauthorized practice of law. Commissioner Hamilton made this motion, which carries, and Commissioner Howard made the motion for number 13 on the agenda item, which passes. Adoption of pre-filed testimony for Duke Energy Progress and Duke Energy Carolinas on behalf of Julie K. Turner and Steve Immel, respectively, in order to adopt the testimony of Joseph A. Miller, as Miller has transitioned to a different role within the organization, carries. South Carolina Electric and Gas Company's application for authority to participate in a $6 billion revolving credit facility together with its parent, Dominion Energy Incorporated, and its affiliates. The maturity date of this is March 20th, 2023, and ORS recommends approval of this filing. Commissioner Whitfield thanked John Powers for his comments and notes that upon consultation with staff, made a motion whose complete text will be available in the transcript of the business meeting at the Commission website, www.psc.sc.gov. Motion carried. In addition, the Commissioners were advised on 123 items and issues related to utilities in South Carolina. The complete list of these agenda items is available at the Commission's website at www.psc.sc.gov. That concluded the Commission's business related to utilities. On the transportation agenda, 12 new firms applied for applications to serve as commercial or non-emergency transport, and 12 of these applications were affirmed by the Commission today. One firm requested a cancellation of their application for a Class C charter bus certificate. The request was granted following a motion made by Commissioner Belser. Motion carries. 3 applications were offered to make amendments to existing applications for transportation certificates, which were granted. One firm requested an extension until August 15, 2019 in order to comply with Commission rules and regulations, which carried. And finally, the Commission will be advised on 21 transportation issues. More in-depth detail on these issues can also be found at the Commission website at psc.sc.gov under the Docket Management Calendar. That concluded the transportation agenda, and the Commission business meeting adjourned at 2:40 p.m. As ever, I encourage you to follow the South Carolina Utility Consumer profile on Twitter at @UtilityConsumer, and follow us on our Facebook page at SC Utility Consumer for updates and bulletins about the Public Service Commission. Through those portals, you can reach out to us directly, but you can also email me at robert.bachman@psc.sc.gov for more information. You can also visit our website at scutilityconsumer.com or view the PSC's website at psc.sc.gov, where you can view and download agendas, minutes, and transcripts for this and all other Commission business meetings. Please join us next month for our next business meeting at Wednesday, March 6th at 2 p.m. Thank you.